So I had actually just come out to my girlfriend, and I think it was like maybe 3 weeks later, I actually decided to go and get my ears pierced. And so her and I go to the mall, we go to icing, and we get my ears pierced. And I decided to treat her and I to my first, because I know she's gone before, but to first manicure or mani-pedi. So manicure, pedicure. Okay. And we go into this place and we're sitting down, and the girls that are doing our nails, our toenails, don't know how to speak any English, but we can tell that they're talking crap about us. Like, because my legs were smooth and my girlfriend hadn't shaved hers for a while, so hers were hairy, so everything was backwards. I was the one with the smooth legs. My girlfriend was the one with the hairy legs. We thought that was funny, and then they're talking crap. You can just hear them laughing back and forth, and the people over in the background, they're laughing too. And anyways, it was just really funny. But we're in there, and I'm getting my toes done and my nails done. And lo and behold, while I'm doing this very girly thing with my ears just pierced, her aunt, I think, is that right? So her aunt, yes, it was her aunt. Her aunt comes walking in and sees that I have pink toenails with black tiger stripes going across them, and we're like, oh crap. The first time ever that I go out to get my nails done, and somebody we know comes walking in and is looking at me like, what are you doing? And so she says, she comes up with this. Such a smart girl. She goes, well, he didn't want to do this, but he lost a bet, so I'm making him do it. I'm making him get color and everything. And I'm thinking, whew, bullet dodged, right? And and it was just one of those things that was so stressful, uh, but it was so what are the chances of that happening, I guess? What are the chances that somebody you know come walking in? But you know, if it can't happen, it'll happen to me. That's what I've found. And I also wanted to just take a minute to tell you about the first time I took out my earrings when I threw a tantrum. When things started going wrong, because you know we do a lot of binging and purging as being transgender, and I did a little bit of purging. So I was gonna go flying with some buddies one day, and I was like, you know what? I'm angry. I'm gonna throw a fit. Not that it would have mattered. Nobody would have noticed me throwing a fit. And I take out my earrings, and I had already had them in for like a month and a half, almost 2 months. Well, I go flying. My purging was over at the end of the day, so I come home and I try and put them in back in, my earrings back in. Anyways, I try to get them in and they won't go in. They closed up. One day, and my ears closed up. I couldn't. I honestly couldn't believe that they had already closed up. I'm still tripping out about that. A month and a half, and I fell apart. I completely fell apart. I wanted to cry. I was emotionally distraught because this thing of my earrings being closed up, and it wasn't the end of the world. I could have just gone and had them re-pierced or even pushed them through, but I was too scared because I've never had my ears pierced. And it's funny how much that meant to me, having earrings. And so I did go. I had to go back and get them re-pierced, and I was so careful to keep them in forever and keep washing them, cleaning them 3 times a day, and all of that. But um, wow, I mean, it was so amazing to get my first pedicure. It was so amazing to get my ears pierced and re-pierced and fix my mistake. And it was just so interesting to see how important those things are to me. You know, they're just so important, and you wouldn't think they would be. But my world just comes crashing down around my head when I feel like I'm not feminine. And man, am I the only? By the way, am I the only boy that grew up looking at girls? I mean, not really a boy, transgender anyway. That grew up looking at girls' clothes, and I used to think to myself, and if I were ever to make clothes, I would make them cute just like that. And why can't they make more guy clothes cute like girl clothes? So am I the only one that's done that? I was just curious. Anyways, comment below if you have anything to say about that. And thank you for watching my video. Totally awesome for taking the time to do that. Thanks.